What up? What up? What up? It's your boy Aaron All Nighter. This is the Pop Up Podcast, episode 10. You see, I just popped up. And it's your boy Fifth is unable to make it today. He out cleaning this blizzard that we're going to talk about. He's getting ready for that. So, guys, share this out to your news feed. Share this to groups, tag people in a post, tag people in the comment section. Send this out to like-minded individuals in Messenger. If you're an admin or moderator of a group on Facebook, share this to your group. Put at everyone. If you're a digital creator, put at highlight in the comment section. It is highly appreciated. Thank you. As today, I'm going to be rocking this episode solo. So, there's a lot going on in the world. We're going to talk about it. We're going to watch some video clips. I want to see how you guys feel about these things. So, I want you to comment below whenever you feel something, and we'll get into it. But, like I said, it's your boy Fifth is unable to be here today because he's out getting ready to plow all this crazy snow in this blizzard. And check this out. We'll talk about it.
The storm is set to cause major air travel trouble in the east and beyond. Thousands of flights canceled today and tomorrow. The major airlines already waiving change fees so travelers can change those flights. And ABC's Mola Lenghi is at Reagan National Airport right now near D.C., where those cancellations, Mola, they just keep rising. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Gio. Major disruptions to airlines and airports across the country ahead of this massive winter storm. Ripple effects could be felt through Wednesday. As of this morning, airlines have canceled more than 6,000 flights and counting. Thousands more delayed, and that's expected to jump significantly over the next 24 hours. American Airlines in particular suspending all operations at several major airports in the Northeast. New York's LaGuardia Airport, JFK, as well as Philadelphia, beginning this afternoon, lasting through the day on Monday. Also in Boston, starting this evening and running through all of Monday. Of course, all of these time frames are fluid. They are subject to change based on the conditions. Now, throughout the affected region, major airlines tell us they're also preparing by moving planes out of the storm's path, so those planes are ready to go once the airports reopen. Also, most airlines waiving those change fees, as you mentioned, for passengers who are available and willing and open to make changes ahead of the storm. So if you're planning on traveling, flying the next couple of days, you might want to contact your airline and do just that. Gio?
That's right, and use that airline app on your phone. And Mola, while we have you new this morning, we're in day 9 of this partial government shutdown, and we learned overnight that it will have an impact on TSA security lines.
Yeah, this one came as a surprise to the airlines and to TSA agents working at these airports. DHS confirms the temporarily suspending the TSA pre-check as well as global entry due to those funding shortages, expected to take effect at some point today. Again, the timing is fluid on this. And as you can imagine, that'll likely compound the delays, the long lines, the frustrations, and just the overall headaches over the next few days for travelers, Gio.
Yeah, that is a major change. Let's hope they get to a resolution very soon. Mola Lenghi, thank you so much.
All right, guys, so listen. It's going to be snowing like crazy. They're talking about 18 to 24 inches in some regions, and that there's going to be blizzard-like conditions with 50 to 75 mile per hour winds, which is absolutely ridiculous. So it's like a hurricane with snow, all right? Nobody wants a hurricane with snow. People don't even like hurricanes. Remember when the game tried to release hurricane sneakers? Them shits did not last, okay? People do not like hurricanes, and people do not like blizzards. Tired of the snow. Here on the East Coast, I mean, we've been good the last few years. We haven't been getting hit heavy with snow. It's been fine. It's been good. But lately, what? Why? Why is this a thing? Come on now. Like, I'm good. I'm over it. I'm done. I know that the brown hog didn't see his shadow or whatever it was. Yeah, I'm not happy about it. I'm not. Okay. But gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, so be prepared and look out for your neighbors. Don't be fighting over parking spots. If somebody shoveled out a parking spot, just leave it alone. Don't fuck around and find out. It's it's just life. But we're gonna get to this next topic because we're gonna talk about a bunch of different things today, and I want to get into it. But before we get into this other topics that's got the world crazy today, since we're dealing with this big, huge blizzard, snowstorm, nor'easter that's hitting the northeast of America, where this broadcast is being broadcasted from, we're feeling the winter blues. And since I am a music artist, and you can find my music on all platforms, I'm going to use this moment of us having a blizzard to hit you with my song Winter Blues off my Midnight Prophet EP. It's also on the reloaded version of the Midnight Prophet, available on all platforms. And the music video is on Aaron All Nighter Vivo channel. So we're going to get into this, and then we're going to break down the news, trending stories, topics, what to keep our eyes open out, and, a lot. But since we're feeling the winter blues, rock with it, yo. All-nighter. Street meds. Yeah. Cold nights got me thinking about the way things change. Snowfall on the window while I fight this pain. Heart froze like the city in the deep blue haze. Trying to find a little light in these darker days. Yeah, the winter blues. Yeah, these winter blues. What am I gonna do? What I gotta do? Yeah, the winter blues. Yeah, these winter blues. What am I gonna do? What I gotta do? Yo, I've been doing this since 98. Step up to me, I just annihilate. I rep 508, even though they all hate. I know why, it's cause I got a bigger plate. Hate, it just gas up the engine. Gives me more fuel every time I'm not mentioned. Heart froze like the city in a deep blue haze. Trying to find a little light in these darker days. Yeah, the winter blues. Yeah, these winter blues. What am I gonna do? What I gotta do? Yeah, these winter blues. Yeah, these winter blues. What am I gonna do? What I gotta do? So listen, if you in the Northeast, you feeling the winter blues right now because we about to get hit with a foot, 2 feet of snow. That was just a little bit of snow in the video. That was the last snowstorm. Now, we're supposed to have feet, not even inches, feet. I don't like feet of snow. I don't like a foot of snow. Never mind multiple foots. That's feet. I don't like feet of snow. Fuck. Now, know who else is saying fuck? Well, guy's not really saying anything. We got to go down to Mexico. Let's go down to Mexico real quick. Big news out of Mexico. Check it out. We'll talk about it.
The Mexican government announced on Sunday that it had killed the country's most wanted drug lord, marking a major victory in its renewed crackdown on organized crime. The man killed was Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, widely known as El Mencho, the longtime leader of the powerful Jalisco New Generation Cartel, CJNG. He had been considered one of the most violent criminal figures in Mexico. For years, Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes led the CJNG as it rapidly expanded across Mexico. The cartel became one of the most dominant drug trafficking organizations in the country, producing and distributing synthetic drugs such as cocaine, methamphetamine, and in recent years, fentanyl to the United States. The group also extorted local businesses and became notorious for brazen attacks against security forces and acts of terror against communities. According to a Mexican government official who spoke anonymously, security forces tracked and killed Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes in Tapalapa, a town of about 20,000 people in the western coastal state of Jalisco, the birthplace and stronghold of his cartel. Authorities have not yet released full operational details, but were expected to provide more information later. Following the death of Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, violence quickly erupted across multiple regions. In at least 5 states, including Jalisco, residents reported vehicles being set on fire and used to block roads, a tactic frequently employed by drug cartels. The state government of Jalisco suspended public transportation in certain areas and advised hotels to keep guests indoors. Some of the unrest occurred in Guadalajara, the state capital, which is scheduled to host matches for this year's FIFA World Cup. Under the leadership of Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, the CJNG grew into a dominant force, engaging in fierce battles with rival groups while trafficking massive quantities of synthetic drugs into the United States. His death represents a major blow to the organization, but could also spark internal power struggles and renewed violence as factions compete for control. The development may also ease tensions between Mexico and the United States. Former U.S. President Donald Trump had previously pressured Mexico to take stronger action against cartels and even threatened potential military strikes if results were not satisfactory. Meanwhile, Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum firmly rejected any suggestion of U.S. military intervention, stating it would violate Mexico's sovereignty. However, her administration has expanded cooperation with U.S. security agencies, particularly in intelligence sharing.
Oh, shit. We got a guest. Special guest host. Because Fifth's being a good worker plowing snow for us. He needs to plow my street. I motherfucking need to plow my street. Otherwise, my street won't get plowed.
You can hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right. Yeah, I hear you fine.
Perfect. So, how do you feel about the Mexican cartel guy? El Mencho getting fucking chopped up. El Mencho got the El Chapo.
He got the El Chapo, yeah.
Fucking.
That's crazy.
Oops. Well, all that means is there's going to be a new guy. That's it. It's not like it's going to stop. We just off one and the next one in charge takes over.
On to the next. Yep, on to the next. Facts.
Speaking of on to the next, I got something that I'm going to play and then I want us to talk about a little bit. This went kind of crazy. It's going all over the world right now. Good old Attorney General Pam Bondi talking about Epstein. Check this out. We'll talk about it.
That the testimony you're about to give is true and correct to the best of your knowledge, information, and belief, so help you God.
I do.
Let the record show that the witness has answered.
Trump orders up prosecutions like pizza, and you deliver every time. He tells you to go after James Comey, Letitia James, Lisa Cook, and Jerome Powell, the head of the Federal Reserve Board. And
I am deeply sorry for what any victim has been through. Will you turn to them now and apologize for what your Department of Justice has put them through?
I'm
not going to get in the gutter for her theatrics. I find it.
How many have you indicted?
Excuse me. I'm going to answer the question.
Answer my question.
No, I'm going to answer the question the way I want to answer the question.
No,
Your
you're going to answer
theatrics
the
are
question the
ridiculous.
way I asked it.
Chairman
How many have you
Jordan, I'm not
indicted?
going to get in the gutter with these people.
You can let her filibuster all day long, but not on our watch.
Reclaiming?
Not on our time. No way.
Reclaiming?
And I told you about that, Attorney General, before you started.
You don't tell me.
Yeah, I
anything,
did tell you because we saw what you did in the
loser
Senate.
Lawyer, not even a lawyer.
Committee will be in order.
I have several questions for you. Who's responsible? Are you able to track who in your organization made this massive failure and released the victims' names?
We corrected that within 40 minutes. He was already, you're acting like everybody's trying to cover up Wexner's name.
Reclaiming my time.
I'm going to answer this question.
Reclaiming my time.
Mr. Chairman. This isn't how this works.
Was the president aware of Secretary Lutnick's ties to Epstein when he chose him to lead the Department of Commerce? Was he aware?
Chris Malin was a Border Patrol agent.
Okay, so I'm going to conclude that the president, in fact, did know about his ties because he was the next door neighbor.
Shame on you.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
This
is pathetic. This is pathetic, Mr.
Committee will be in order.
I am not asking trick questions here. The American people have a right to know the answers to this. These are senior officials in the Trump administration.
Yeah, a bunch of pedophiles.
Order in the court.
That was like an episode of Jerry Springer. Yeah, I don't like that Pam Bondi chick. I don't like her at all.
A bunch of sick fucks.
How is she like the head attorney general, like the head lawyer for the Department of Justice, and she's still hiding these motherfuckers' names who are pedophiles and rapists? And then she's just acting like it's cool.
Yep. It's how they get down, I guess. I don't know. Shit's crazy.
Thought everybody wanted the swamp drained. Wasn't it drain the swamp? The Pam Bondi's clogging the drain. You breathing all right?
Take your drugs. Take your drugs. Take your drugs.
You got your pump?
Yeah,
pump?
no, I had our RSV. I just got over that shit a couple days ago.
Yeah, that RSV shit is no joke.
Fuck no, it wasn't. I was in the house for like 12 days straight going nuts.
That's one of those Chinese viruses. It's made in China.
Yeah, well, I don't be around Chinese people, so.
It shit flies over.
I hear you.
Chinese food lately?
You know it.
That happened.
Goddamn crab ragoons.
You gotta say no MSG and no RSV.
You know MSG's like in pretty much every seasoning.
Yeah. So why
look at the back of
say no
look
MSG
at the back
in
of your...
Chinese restaurants, but nowhere else?
I hear you, but listen, you have Salzone in your house?
Yep.
Go look at the ingredients on the back of it.
Oh.
You got chicken bouillon or beef bouillon in your house?
Yeah.
Go look at the ingredients in the back of it.
I was today years old.
Hey, I was like yesterday years old when I seen the Mr. Chandu post it.
No, not bad.
Yeah. Dead ass. I was shocked.
Now, speaking of all this Epstein shit, a lot of people is getting named. One of these people, I'm going to play this video clip and we're going to talk about this. Check it out. We'll talk about it.
New pressure on the former Prince Andrew this morning as UK police now say they're examining flight logs at a UK airport used by Jeffrey Epstein's private jet. Former Prime Minister Gordon Brown wants Andrew to face police questions and says Stansted Airport in London was used to fly girls from Eastern Europe, saying his messages link at least one to Britain and the former Prince Andrew. Andrew has always denied any wrongdoing, and his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson also now facing new questions. She's now shutting down 6 of her companies after the latest Epstein emails revealed her own close ties. One document shows she wrote to him after his 2009 release from prison for soliciting a minor, referring to him as the brother I had always wished for. She's yet to comment on the matter. I spoke exclusively with the brother of Epstein co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell, who, after speaking to Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche and President Trump's former personal attorney, was moved to a more comfortable facility in Texas.
People have suggested that was a reward for speaking to Blanche. Is that true?
No. I think you have to understand what's going on here. Ghislaine is possibly the most notorious prisoner in the US federal system today. We know that prison is a very violent place. Jeffrey Epstein died in prison. Ghislaine did have many threats in Tallahassee, where she was. It was a notoriously violent and dangerous place. For her own safety, she had to be moved.
There is a widely held perception.
Fuck her safety.
Sick bitch.
Feed her to the wolves.
For real. Fucking sick bitch.
Yo, they moved her to a jail where she got a garden and a puppy.
A whole garden and a puppy.
Like,
that's some fucked up shit.
What the fuck? She got like the penthouse suite. She's like, the fuck is this?
That's that so fucking horrible. Money walk bullshit talk shit, man.
These pedophiles, man, they just doing wild shit.
They either touching kids or they eating their flesh.
Oh, well, speaking of eating their flesh and all this wild, crazy shit, Epstein had a ranch in New Mexico, all right? That the New Mexico Attorney General, they about to open an investigation. Check this out. We'll talk about it.
New Mexico's Attorney General has reopened an investigation into activities at a ranch once owned by Jeffrey Epstein. Now, CBS News correspondent Ian Lee joining us live now with more on what prosecutors are learning from the ranch from the Epstein files. Ian.
Hi, Juliet. You know, the prosecutors want to get their hands on unredacted versions of the Epstein files because all of this is coming to light with these millions of pages of documents that have been released, and they are giving it a fresh new look. And this also comes as state lawmakers have opened up this Truth Commission, reaching out to people that they say could possibly be involved in this, mentioned in the Epstein files. They say they're going to be working closely with prosecutors. This is still pretty early days for this investigation, but back in 2019, New Mexico prosecutors were looking into this. They had interviewed possible victims of the Zorro Ranch that Epstein owned, but federal prosecutors asked if they would stop their investigation because they were looking into it. And as we know, so far, nothing has come of that. So state lawmakers, state investigators want to have their own investigation into what happened on Epstein's Zorro Ranch.
So what do we know about the focus of New Mexico's investigation?
So there's a lot that's come out of these files. Really a who's who of the rich and famous have been named in these files, having visited the ranch. Investigators want to talk to these people. Lawmakers want to talk to these people. But one part in these files in particular has raised a lot of questions. And that's where it alleges that 2 foreign girls were buried on the ranch. Now, the current owner of the ranch, a Texas politician, says he's willing to work with whoever wants to come and investigate it. Any authorities that want to come, he says they'll have full cooperation. But he said that no one has asked him to come on his ranch and look for any bodies. But we are seeing that the investigators, they have special agents, prosecutors from New Mexico are now going to start looking at possibly any bodies that are buried on Epstein's former ranch.
All right, Ian Lee. Ian, thanks so much.
We all talking about the island. Ain't nobody talking about the ranch. This motherfucker had a whole mansion in the middle of the desert.
In the middle of fucking nowhere. Fucking nowhere's land.
Helicopter and shit. This little private jet.
Nowhere's land.
Man. Well, no man's land. That's where you hide bodies. Places like that.
That's what I'm saying.
He was like, I need that in my backyard. That way there's enough room for multiple bodies. Horrible.
Sick motherfucker. Did you see the thing? You watched the movie The Black Phone and The Black Phone 2, or no?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm like, the fucking mask reminds me of something, and it wasn't clicking when I watched the first one. So I came across something on Facebook, and I'm like, oh shit. So I had a picture of him and the Black Phone.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, it makes sense.
The mask.
And I kept saying to myself that, I kept saying to myself, I'm like, yo, that mask looks like somebody I know, and it wasn't clicking. It was the however you say his fucking name. Epstein, fucking child molester, fucking eater, motherfucker.
This shit's getting wild. And listen, left, right, red or blue, Democrat, Republican, there's a bunch of these people going down. And
they're all over.
To get down. I want them all to go down. My thing is this.
Oh, absolutely. Every single one of them.
If you get to the island, you know, like, that's us. Like, all right, I don't go to, like, the store. Like, I don't go to Walmart to go record my music, okay? I go to Walmart to, like, shop. You know what I mean? But
that should be your next video.
It should be. I mean, people of Walmart. No, but like, all right, for example, right? People don't go into a sex store, right? Without like knowing that they're about to buy some sex shit. You know what I mean? You go into a pedo island. You know what the fuck is there. You know what I mean? That's like going to a drug dealer that you know sell crack and be like, hey, do you got lettuce? You sell broccoli? Like going to the drug dealer for produce. Like, what? Like, yo, you got fresh tomatoes. I need 2 tomatoes.
I need cucumbers, sir.
And the guy's like, yo, what the fuck? Go to the store, bro. No, but I want to go
what
to
are you smoking?
Like, I get that Epstein had dirt on people and fucking he used the blackmail to do all his wild shit. But it's like,
and how all motherfuckers knew about it and tried pinpointing and putting blame on Michael Jackson. What about that part?
Yeah, now the story's turning. They trying to say that Michael Jackson was saving kids. Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think that's just Michael Jackson's PR team, the Jackson estate, just trying to like clear his name. I don't think Michael Jackson did some wild shit with kids. I just still think it's weird that he was a grown man with kids. Like,
I think it was weird too, but I don't think, and I always said it, and you know, years ago, I've always said it. Even when my kid's father would talk shit, I'd be like, hey, don't talk shit about MJ. I don't think he was.
Yeah,
I really, truly don't.
He just had the mind of a child. He still like was slow.
Because he didn't get to be a child. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I think that was.
But my thing, like with Epstein, is like people knew what he was doing on the island. Like he had a sex case where he was found guilty in 2008. In 2008, he got arrested and was charged with solicitation of prostitution from a minor. You know what I mean? And he got convicted as a sex offender. And then
you really think he's dead, or are they hiding him somewhere?
I don't know. They might be hiding him.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they might be hiding him. And
it's just weird.
He's chilling somewhere else, remote, fucking on another island somewhere that we don't even have on a map yet.
Oh, we don't even fucking know about, right?
Right. It's some man-made island. He just had like fucking mad sand and dirt to build an island. Like they did in India with the fucking islands over there. They fucking built something that looked like a plant. I mean, no, he done built his own island somewhere chilling. Fucking still, I think there's a kill switch though. I think there's something that eventually mad more names will come out. But I say it all the time.
Dude, names are coming out daily though. Think about it.
Yeah, but
shit's being done.
The names that they're given, even though they're super high names, why are those the ones that are like getting thrown to the wolves? There's got to be somebody that's like bigger, or somebody more historical that's like, oh shit. You know what I mean, because like, look at, they tossed us Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Bill Gates, one of the richest motherfuckers in the world. Genius, founder of Microsoft. And speaking of Bill Gates, check this out. We'll talk about it.
There's been plenty of fallout from the Epstein document dump. Also in Britain, Morgan Sweeney, the chief of staff to Prime Minister Keir Starmer, did resign over his role in the appointment of Epstein's friend, Peter Mandelson, as ambassador to the United States. Now, Mandelson was fired in September after his close ties to Epstein were exposed. So now we're seeing politicians around the world. We've seen corporate leaders and executives resign or step back after their personal emails with Epstein were exposed. Just recently, Microsoft founder Bill Gates canceled his keynote speech at an AI summit in India that was supposed to happen today as scrutiny over his ties to Epstein intensified. The latest released documents exposed emails claiming Epstein facilitated sexual encounters for Gates and even helped Gates hide an STD from his wife as a result of those encounters, which Gates has denied. Also yesterday, former Victoria's Secret's owner, 88-year-old Les Wexner, testified to a House Oversight Committee. He was conned by Epstein and did not witness nor condone any of Epstein's crimes. Now this happened at his home. He's 88 years old, so this happened at his home in Ohio. Wexner did cut ties with the sex predator in 2008 after he said Epstein had stolen millions from his retail fortune, calling him a world Olympic con artist. Wexner says back in 2008, Epstein did pay back $100 million he'd stolen as the company's money manager. And it also comes after the cousin of Illinois Democratic Governor J.D. Pritzker resigned from his position as executive chair of Hyatt Hotels. Earlier this week, billionaire Tom Pritzker said he was exiting immediately after more than 20 years at the company when that latest release of emails showed that he regularly communicated with Epstein even after his 2008 sex crime convictions.
Okay, so let's break this shit down, right? Bill Gates, fucking pedophile, then had Epstein give him young children. Then he had Epstein help him hide a STD from his wife. I mean, so Bill Gates had an STD. So Bill Gates had an STD that he hid from his wife with Epstein's help. So Epstein got him some meds.
Damn, so they was all sharing the same fucking STD among each other, just swapping it along.
Just horrible. And then
man,
the Victoria's Secret guy, the guy that owns Victoria's Secret, he in it too. Then the Hyatt hotel guy, he just resigned because he's involved in this shit too.
That's so many fucking people. So many.
I've noticed so many people who've been mentioned, right? They do the same speech. It's like it's prepared speech. They say, I regret knowing him. I regret being associated with him, and my deepest apologies and prayers and condolences to the victims. It's like copy paste for all of them that are like mentioned in the emails. They all, I regret knowing him. No, you regret that the shit fucking got exposed. That's what you regret.
Exactly. It just got put out there. Now you're fucking like, oh, fuck. Your reputation just got fucking ruined. Your life just got ruined.
Right. So, no, of course, now you regret it. Now you're like, damn, I wish I never did that shit. Fuck. Well, these weirdos being weirdos, but shit. You know what I mean? I'm good. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in the comments section, keeping it cloudy, but Les is wild. He popped up mega with Jeff. Yep. Shout out Dan Gibson from Australia. Yo, how is everyone today? I believe Dan Gibson's
Australia from in the house. No shit.
I believe so. Either that or that just might be my broccoli. I don't know. Speaking of broccoli, Ryan, laugh my fucking ass off. Fuck off, Aaron. Broccoli. Not for real. No bullshit. Like keep it
rolling up my broccoli.
Crazy. And my brother threw his number down in the comments. So if you guys are looking for snow removal, hit that number out. They will be out as soon as the snow stops. To 4-man crew.
I see you, Whoa.
You know what I mean? But there's a lot of land to hide some shit. Talking about Epstein's ranch. Absolutely. Angela Costa put fucking flea.
Gang.
Shout out to Whoa. He put that was wild. Whoa. Cypher said,
Whoa.
Whoa. Nah, I mean. Shout out to everybody in the building. Share this out. Tag people. Put people in the comments.
Tag your mom. Tag your mama's mama. Your mama's mama's mama.
That's like great grandmas. So like, you might not be able to tag that one. Like that
wasn't that Outcast, right? Your mama's mama's. Wasn't that was Outcast, wasn't it?
Some shit like that. Yeah, that was this. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
Yeah, he was like your mama's mama.
Right. But no one's gonna change the game and change the world, and I want to know how you feel about it. AI.
We are the children. No, so what?
I want to know how you feel about AI changing the world. Check this out.
You already know how I feel. AI, I was talking about this yesterday. Man, AI gonna get people in. It already has, but I'm saying.
Well, listen, check this out.
It's just out of control. It's taking over the music. That Chat GPT, whatever the fuck, that shit's trying to take over the whole music industry. And like motherfuckers talking about, I'm a rapper, talking about put duck, fuck, and my boy in the same song. And then they talk about, I copyright that. That's my song. Like the fuck?
Wild. But check this out. We'll talk about it because we're going to get deep in some AI talk right now because this shit is wild.
And in the tech world, there's new concerns over the safety of artificial intelligence after the head of Anthropic's AI safety resigned this Monday. Vaynerchuk Sharma writing in a post on X that the world is in peril, and not just from AI or bioweapons, but from a whole series of interconnected crises unfolding in this very moment. And Sharma went on to say that I've achieved what I wanted to here at Anthropic, which makes the popular Claude chatbot. He added that he felt fortunate to contribute to early AI safety efforts at the company. But my next guest is Malo Borgon. He's the chief executive officer for the Machine Intelligence Research Institute. Malo, first, thank you so much for your time. But I'm curious, what was Sharma talking about when he says the world is in peril here? It's a pretty charged statement.
Yeah, I mean, so I think for a lot of people, they haven't really been exposed to how quickly and how, better and better AI systems are getting. And he's not just talking about, AI potentially taking jobs, that sort of thing. I think we need to take a step back and think about the goal of these companies, what they claim is to build superintelligence. And this means AI systems that are smarter than all of humanity combined. And the problem is that the way that we build AI today, we don't actually understand how it works. It's more like building AI systems like growing AI systems than it is kind of like actually building them in a way that we understand. And so there's this kind of fundamental challenge of how do we control something that is much, much smarter than us, that we don't understand, that might not value and care about the same things that we care about. And I think that's the fundamental challenge that he's worried about. And a lot of people who've been thinking about this problem for a long time, MIRI's one of the early organizations thinking about it. We've been around for 25 years. I've been here for about 13. Think that something like that, if we lost control of it, could literally result in human extinction. And so this is the problem that I think a lot of these people are starting to grapple with now that it's seeming like the technology is getting closer and closer to maybe getting to a point where that is looking like it's on the horizon.
Well, and
you think AI robots going to take over the world?
I think so. I was talking about that the other day when you posted it.
This is my thing, right? I
really think so.
Think
about it. All right. So remember, obviously you're old. We're the same age. I'm like 2 years older than you, whatever. The cartoon Jetsons.
Yeah.
The flying cars, all that shit, right?
We getting there.
That's way before the electrical car was even fucking thought of.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they've been predicting this shit way before we was even born. Because ain't that cartoon older than us?
Yeah, they've been working towards this forever. And I feel like the cat's already out the bag. There's no turning back.
Oh, yeah.
And it's only going to get crazier. And like you mentioned, the Jetsons with the Rosie robot doing stuff in the house.
Yep. Yeah.
Know where we're
That's
at
my fucking later.
This is where we're at right now with robots in the world. Check this out. We'll talk about it.
It's the Lunar New Year, and China's putting on a show. 4 rising humanoid robot startups demonstrating their advances, cyborgs performing synchronized dances and kung fu sequences. For a televised event that is a massive touchstone here, sort of like the Super Bowl, showcasing the country's cutting-edge industrial policy and Beijing's push to dominate the future of robot manufacturing to more than 1 billion people. But to a U.S. audience, it might look like a scene out of a dystopian sci-fi movie like iRobot. Deactivate! Or Black Mirror.
Why are we teaching the robots kung fu? How could that possibly end well for anyone?
But many experts are not worried robots like these will take over the world just yet.
They're not working out moves on the fly. It's all programmed in. It's just repetition. That's why they're all perfectly in sync. They all make the moves perfectly because they're robots, it's AI, and that's how it works.
It's worth contrasting the choreographed moves with those that are actually trying to be autonomous, many still working out the bugs.
You'll see some funny videos. There's the one that's been passed around quite a bit of a robot, one of them running right into a mirror because it was autonomously moving about the house, but it had not been programmed how to handle a mirror.
And of course, you'll remember those soccer-playing robots waddling and face-planting their way through a 3-on-3 tournament in Beijing just last year. Still, behind the spectacle of robots executing kung fu kicks and backflips, the country is investing tens of billions of dollars into its humanoid robot sector, betting that productivity gains from automation will offset pressures from its aging workforce. And there's also a big AI arms race that has massive implications for the battlefield. The U.S. Department of Defense putting billions of dollars of its own to work for AI and autonomous systems like drones and autonomous ground vehicles, setting up a future of combat powered by algorithms, some with a mean roundhouse kick, or others potentially with more dangerous firepower. Janice Mackey-Freyer, NBC News, Beijing.
We thank you for watching.
Hold on, you're muted.
Oh.
Yo, kung fu robots.
Shit's crazy. Saying.
Well, listen.
And they don't feel nothing. You beat them up, they drop, they just gonna jump back up like they don't feel nothing.
Right.
What you gonna do? Stab it, shoot it? You know what I mean?
I think we're gonna
better go throw water on it and hope that water shuts it down.
Right. I think that we're gonna have to get to a point where the world as we know it is gonna change. What?
It already is.
Right. Well, no, even more. So there's this dude. He's called the Godfather of AI. His name is Jeffrey Hinton. He actually created the algorithm. It's called neural sentencing. He predicted the patterns and
yeah, I heard about that. I wasn't really know so much about it, but I did hear about it.
Yeah, he won a Nobel Peace Prize for something he figured out 40 years ago. Like they just gave him the Nobel Peace Prize. So you gotta be that smart for the world to take 40 years to catch up to recognize what you did. So he advanced. So he was saying that
he must have been raised in Japan. You know, they go to school and they stop fucking crawling and shit.
I think he's British or something.
I'm surprised because the Japanese man, they start school at 1.
Yeah, he's an older white dude. But anyways, he was saying that the jobs that are safe right now that won't be gone by 2030 are plumbers, contractors, shit like that. More physical labor jobs.
Like hands-on?
Yes, because The hand-eye coordination of these robots aren't there yet. He goes, but that's still only, it's still only like a 10-year window for those jobs. He was like, so in about 20 years, all these jobs are robots. But with these robots, this is the thing. These governments are buying into these companies by putting billions of dollars. So that's why they call it an AI arms race. We're getting each country to have its own robotic place. So there's going to be a handful of companies in the world. There's going to be no more such thing as, it's going to be like the biggest monopoly in the world. Fucking
dude, imagine that though, getting attacked by a robot on your shit, death by a robot. The fuck? Attacked by a robot.
Probably going to end up happening. You know what I mean? They're going to implement robotics and AI slowly, but it's going to be like something new every couple months. You know what I mean? Because wait till we start seeing...
them robots going to be having babies.
Listen, wait till we start seeing Dot in our neck of the woods. Have you heard about Dot?
I don't know.
Check this out.
I don't think so.
About it.
It looks like a children's toy rolling down the street. But this is really a high-tech delivery robot named Dot, designed by Doordash. The company says Dot will soon be zipping food orders to neighborhoods nationwide.
It's all about keeping up with the demand, increasing capacity.
Stanley Tang is Doordash's co-founder. He says with 70% of U.S. consumers ordering food delivery in the last month and nearly half ordering at least once a week, they can't recruit enough human drivers to keep up, especially in the suburbs. That's why Dot is one of many autonomous delivery vehicles being introduced, joining DoorDash's electric fleet of driverless cars and flying drones.
We're going to need all of the above if we want to keep up with the demand we're seeing on DoorDash.
Around 100 Dots are already up and running in Phoenix, Arizona, as competition over the best technology is heating up between Uber Eats, Grubhub, and Amazon Prime to get deliveries to you faster and more reliably. DoorDash says its electric pod was specifically designed to handle 3 to 5 mile suburban deliveries, using a suite of sophisticated cameras and sensors to navigate sidewalks, bike lanes, and roads at speeds up to 20 miles an hour.
How much food or groceries can actually fit in a Dot?
Yeah, so we designed Dot really to fit 6 large pizza boxes. It pretty much covers like 95% of all DoorDash orders.
Oh, you're so cute!
Its adorable looks already stopping traffic.
Hi, DoorDash. Why did you design Dot to look like a little cartoon character?
If you're building something that's delivering food to someone's home, especially a family, the most important thing is that people have to feel like they can trust it.
Here's how it works. When DoorDash receives an order that's appropriate for a Dot, its system automatically dispatches one from a local charging station to the restaurant. Here at Princess Pita in Mesa, Arizona, owner Noor Al-Sadi has been doing Dot deliveries for 6 months and says the benefits are obvious.
Customer satisfaction has gone up. Wait times have gone down.
To reduce takeout errors, Al-Sadi also uses this new DoorDash Smart Scale. It weighs every order, then uses AI to flag when it's underweight and items are missing.
If it's missing something, like it's missing a sauce or missing a pita or missing a drink, they'll flag and say, oh, you're underweight, recheck your bag. By enabling this technology to catch the mistakes and get the food there properly, I'm having less refunds, which makes me profitable on every single order that goes out those doors.
We followed a Dot as it went out on a delivery, keeping up with traffic on the side of the road, steering around obstacles on a sidewalk, even sounding an alert when pedestrians were in its path.
Excuse us. Please give the robot space to proceed safely.
What happens when Dot gets stuck and can't keep moving forward on its route? Does someone come out and help it?
Yeah, so we have a team of remote operators that are constantly monitoring and watching Dot.
And it can be controlled remotely?
It can be controlled remotely.
While Dots can't climb stairs or deliver straight to your front door like a human driver, they'll never call out sick or require a tip.
Do you have a timeline for when you hope to see Dots in every state?
Yeah, we're trying to do that as quickly as we can. We've seen the demand just explode.
Listen, I'll give you this. That's cute.
Real cute.
Little robot.
Right? Yeah.
So they're active in Phoenix now, you say?
So yeah, I did hear about that and I did see it. I think the first one I seen was either Cali or New York when I seen it. I'm like, oh, he's cute. He kind of got stuck in the snow and somebody was trying to help him. So when the human went near it, it stopped. But then he started moving. But you know what, though? You can't even blame it the fact they got people like that, because the people that do DoorDash itself, y'all kind of ruined it when they don't do their fucking job to drop it off somebody else's porch, not give a fuck. You know what I mean? Talk about, oh, it's not my fault, it's the restaurant's fault, etc. Whoop-de-wop. I've had a couple of problems with fucking DoorDash. So that shit said, it weighs it, it tells you if you're missing whatever. You know what I mean?
Yo, I agree. So it's like, okay, us as humans, we fucked up working.
Absolutely,
we haven't worked good, and these companies are cutting corners and cutting us out.
Because they're sick of losing money on fucking asshole people that are fucking the shit up.
Yep. So it's capitalism at its finest. And
yep.
One dude that I follow and I pay attention to his marketing and his insight on technology and trends is this dude Gary Vaynerchuk. I'm gonna play a quick clip about what he says about AI, and you're gonna like this as somebody who does live selling for products. Check this out. We'll talk about it.
Now to our conversation with one of social media's most strategically disruptive personalities. Investor and content creator Gary Vee has more than 45 million followers on social media. He's also built a fortune as an early investor in some of tech's most successful companies. We paid a visit to find out where he thinks our world is headed.
To jump on a trend early means you need to eat the dirt. You need to be in the mud. You need to have the scars. I understood what people were going to do sometimes before they even understood it. Ooh. I understood people were going to put their credit cards into a computer when all of our parents and grandparents said never. I know that tons of people's breakthrough in the next half decade is selling on live shopping on social media, like QVC for everyone, while most people don't even know what I just said. That's what I do.
Spending the day with Gary Vaynerchuk is like spending the day inside of a hurricane.
Let's go this way.
Things move fast.
If you've been fired 4 times in a row,
and you better pay attention.
I was very affected by hard work. I was very affected by love. The biggest thing I wish for everyone on the other side of the camera, besides health, is to grow up in a family that has little, but is wildly loving and happy, because immediately you learn that money has no impact on happiness.
Vaynerchuk was born in Soviet Belarus in 1975. His family moved to America when he was only 3. His mom and dad eventually saved enough money to start a liquor store in New Jersey.
We really had nothing.
What do you mean by nothing? Like, help explain that. A lot of people say, oh, I grew up with nothing. I didn't have a silver spoon.
We lived in a studio apartment in Queens where 7, 8 family members lived in that studio. That's real zero life. We really started from the beginning. And the Soviet Union, where my parents grew up, when we immigrated in 78, like, they were on a 9-year wait list for a phone. My mom grew up in a house where there was an outhouse.
After college, Vaynerchuk spun his father's small New Jersey spirit shop into a bustling business.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Wine Library TV.
Doing $60 million per year in sales, using a wild new invention called the internet.
I am very proud to launch what we think is the first video wine blog.
By 2006, he'd go on to build a viral following on a new video hosting website called YouTube.
Episode 1002.
As one of social media's earliest influencers. Successful angel investments in Twitter, Facebook, Uber, Venmo, and Snapchat, along with the co-founding of restaurant booking tool Resy, gave Vaynerchuk credibility during a time of radical cultural transition.
This is the nuance that no one understands. Every single thing I did, I had to eat crow for the first 12, 24, 36 months to get there. This is VaynerX.
We met the now 50-year-old at the New York City headquarters of VaynerX, where his company helps develop content for some of the world's most valuable brands. Vaynerchuk says the next big thing, live shopping.
In China, it is a $500 billion industry. A $500 billion, $500 billion worth of stuff. They're projecting that more stuff will be sold in live shopping within the decade than is bought in regular e-commerce. It's just starting here in America. Live social shopping today is where social media in 2009 was. Outwork your curiosity.
While Vaynerchuk still sees live shopping years away from full adoption, he says artificial intelligence is already here, and we all need to pay attention.
Here's what's going to happen with AI for sure. I'm positive of this. All of it is going to lead to us having more time for leisure.
I love that.
I think there's a scenario where we go to a 4-day work week because of efficiencies and subsidies from the biggest winners in AI. Could you imagine every stay-at-home mom and dad watching this right now realizing that AI is going to give them 11 hours back a week so that they can spend playing? I'm telling you, everyone's demonizing this. To remind you, electricity was demonized when it first came out. People were worried about losing money.
Yeah.
People are scared of losing their jobs. But the tractor was invented when 80% of us worked on farms 200 years ago, and we found new jobs. This is what always happens. This has been happening.
Yeah.
This is life. And instead of wah, 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 what about let me take control of it? What about all the people that might get inspired by this interview and get a job in 3 years that pays them 3 times more that they're happy about because they took the AI surfboard instead of putting their head in the sand?
Shout out to Gary Vee and his team. Listen, obviously he is invested in AI and tech early, and he leans on it, but he is also a people person, and he works with a ton of people in his office. So he has a combination of both the tech, the AI, and the people.
I loved his backstory, though.
I agree with him, for real. I like that.
Like,
so
this man, early investor in Facebook, Snapchat.
Listen, you seen what I did years ago, not years ago, but motherfuckers didn't know the key of selling shit on Facebook before you could make money on Facebook, buy coins and shit like that, and stars and all that. You know that. I used to do it.
Listen, right now, the 2 biggest live seller apps in America, TikTok Shop and
Facebook.
And Whatnot. The site
what the fuck is that?
It's a site called Whatnot. Definitely look into it, especially for what you do. I mean, and get
like Whatnot, like WHATNOT.
Yeah,
or not like KNOT.
The first one.
All right.
Because it's a live selling app. It's making big money, and people are going on there buying shit. And I think that's going to be the future. I've been telling people, yes, we're going to lose traditional jobs. I mean, office jobs, shit that's repetitive, shit that humans don't want to do. Shit that when we go to work, we're like, I don't want to go to work today. Those jobs that people complain about and slack off sometimes, call in sick because I ain't feeling it today, those jobs are going to get replaced. So to find a way to get more money, we gonna figure out how to brand ourselves. I mean, people are gonna want that human interaction because humans are sociable beings. So
not all humans.
I'm selling. Look at China. They already got these robots implemented and doing all this wild shit. So if they got robots in society already, and you're already seeing in China the trend of them buying all their goods from a human on a live stream, they want that connection. But they're already distanced enough where they don't want it in real life. They don't want to go to a store and get it. They don't want to go deal with like a cashier. Nah, I don't want to talk to you in person, but I'll watch you on a screen and buy something off you.
Anxiety and things like that, mental health issues is a reason for that, though. You got to understand that, because I'd rather shop online versus me being in store and dealing with some ignorant person that I want to goofy slap upside the head and walk out and end up in a bad mood or possibly in jail.
I agree with you, and I think that's a lot more of society nowadays because of technology, the pandemic, and a few factors. I mean, but it's gonna happen. We're gonna get to that point where AI is gonna make us not have to work. And then I've broken down before like a thought process, and a few of these AI developers have said it too. Well, they're kind of gonna have to give us like all a check. If we all like out of work because robots took our jobs, how are we gonna eat? So they all gonna have to give us like a monthly check. But how are they gonna base that on who gets more? Everybody
They ain't gonna give us shit. They don't give the homeless shit. What makes you think they're gonna give us shit?
At that point, well, at that point, when there's no jobs, they're gonna have to, because there's gonna be
because at that point they're gonna say tough shit, buy yourself a robot and do what you got to do type shit.
Possible. I think that they're gonna do something that they've been talking about it for years. It's called a universal basic income. It's like a monthly check where it's supposed to come from like the tech companies. It was propositioned by some dude who was running for president years ago, a Chinese dude, Andrew Yang. And I think he was too early with it. I think now it's going to be the time. And he predicted this. He said robots are going to take our jobs. AI is going to take over. He goes, and people are going to be out of work. And how are they going to be consumers? How are they going to buy stuff with no money? He goes, we're going to have to give everybody money based on like something. So we already have credit score. They're gonna take it
mine sucks.
They're gonna take it kind of like China, in my opinion, and do a social credit score where they'll factor in a handful of things. Probably your normal credit score. See if you have a mental health record, criminal record. They'll probably do health record, like doctors and stuff like that.
You're fucked.
and then schooling record. So those 5 things will probably be the 5 elements of like, all right, this is how much you get per month. And then here's your monthly check. And then it'll be on us to figure out how to survive with that monthly dividend while playing by the new rules that
So it's basically like an SSI check, but just more rules.
Well, of course. Right? Well, the rules will all be strictly enforced because there'll be cameras everywhere and robots.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'll be like an SSI check, just more stricter and more fucking rules.
Right. So it'll be like there'll be like basically no fraud though, because AI will be running shit. There'll be no crime pretty much, because if you think about it, we think that crime's gone up over the years, but we hear about it more. I remember wilding out back in the day, and the streets was way crazier.
Facts.
I mean, yeah. And everybody makes a big deal about some shit every other day or some shit. I'd be like, bro, that happened like 4 or 5 times a day back then. Fuck you talking about?
Because they probably wasn't in the area, or was not paying attention, or wasn't part of the city to know type shit. If you think about it,
wasn't talked about. And now you got everything on camera. Everything is being
on social media, on every platform. Yep.
Right. So now everybody's, oh my God, it's not safe. And it's like, what do you mean? There's cameras everywhere.
So I said, they say, Flea, you live out there and you raise your boys. I'm like, they're fine. I said, I'm fine. The fuck? They're fine.
Right. It's like, unless it's something that's like a really impulse crime or somebody really doesn't give a fuck, everybody's smart enough to know, hey, there's cameras everywhere. Fucking watch out. You know what I mean? Don't do no dumb shit.
If you got fucking common sense and you just put your stupidity down, and you'll be all right. For real.
So that curbed a lot of crime, because it's like now people are thinking twice, because you can't be the case that you're on camera on. Like, that's just you losing that. So So I think it's a lot safer now, and if we do get this police state, it'll be horrible, because everybody's gonna have to follow the law to the
letter. We don't want that. We don't,
but we're pushing towards it by everybody being scared. The more scared,
but we don't want that.
We'll fall right into it. It's the game that they want us to play. I say it all the time. Providence, Rhode Island. The police department did something where you can opt in your fucking door or your doorbell, your Ring camera, your Nest.
I thought they was doing that out here too. I don't know if they did it yet, but they've been talking about it, doing it out here.
Right, they've been talking about it because of Providence.
So I don't know if they did it yet, but I know. Yeah, I know Providence, but now they're talking about doing it out here.
That's horrible, but it's probably going to happen everywhere. And Providence probably is the one that started the ball. But they had 30,000.
And then you would have to pay a fee and tax on that shit. Watch.
Well, no, that's just so the cops can tap into your fucking doorbell camera and fucking look at your neighborhood and police everything. So they'll have everything on surveillance without actually paying to put the cameras there. So they're gonna have all
Yeah.
different fucking angles, and then wait till we have the cars
No,
that
babe,
drive
go to use the bathroom. Go.
and all of these delivery Doordash dot robots with all their cameras and
their cameras. Yeah, everything's gonna be on surveillance.
It's gonna be on 50 different angles.
Exactly.
I mean,
hey, question. This is probably way off topic, but I seen you post this the other day. I think it was you with the body, and then there was like the lung and the brain.
Yes.
And the fucking thing was like,
okay.
I'm like, they're making humans now? What the fuck?
Yes. So there's this genetics company. I forget the fucking name of it. They're making robotic organs. So they've created a heart, they've created a lung, and
a brain,
the brain, and I think kidneys.
And a limb.
Yeah,
and an arm, a limb.
Yeah. So it's got a little battery pack that they just like plug in, kind of like a fucking pacemaker type shit, and it activates it and it goes. And they say
it was like, kind of creepy, but it was kind of like interesting. I'm like, ooh, that's creepy. I'm like, but really, I'm like, I could make my own human.
No, but listen, I'm thinking this, right? I'm actually thankful for this type of breakthrough now, because it's like we getting older. So I'm like, listen, I'm a smoker. I know my lungs is gonna be shot. I'm like, my heart, that's something that always gets shot. I'm like, so guess what? If you telling me we can just do these replaceables and they fucking so much like
wait, they're saying that's for the human body? I thought that was to like make like a fake thing.
Nah, they're working on that for
so
you.
Like if you needed a lung, they're gonna get that fake lung that they just made and stick it on you, and what are they gonna give you? A fake brain too?
That's what they're working on. They're working
but
on
a fake brain wouldn't be you. I know, but a fake brain wouldn't be you.
That's why fucking the Elon guy is thinking about the Neuralinks. He wants to put a chip in your brain, and he said it's kind of like a fuse in a fuse box. He said that.
So if he don't like you, he can just shut your shit down.
That's that. Listen, that's the future. That's our kids and our grandkids' lifetime.
Oh, my poor babies.
They're gonna be humanoids. They're gonna be half robot.
They're gonna be like the Terminator.
Yo, wait till humans start becoming half robot. You think plastic surgery ain't gonna get more extreme? Wait till you can.
Dude, like plastic surgery is. I'm seeing a lot going wrong in plastic surgery right now. People's asses leaking and people getting cancer and tumors everywhere at young ages and shit.
Right, but wait till they start doing half robot shit. Be like, oh, you telling me I can implant bionic arms, titanium shits? Send it. And them shits work like my arms do.
Motherfuckers can't have titanium arms and fists and shit. What the fuck? People just at this point kill whoever you want. It's all right.
We're getting to this point, we're gonna become like half robots. I think that's gonna happen.
It's gonna be like the Transformers,
but like our grandkids' lifetime. That's gonna happen in their lifetime.
It's gonna be like Transformers, the good versus the evil.
That's
Autobots.
Listen, that's gonna be the new trans. That's the new trans. They're gonna be transhuman.
For real.
I mean, they were like, so what if I'm called a robot? Leave my robotic arm alone. Fucking go like this, and they stop the concrete, and it just shatters the whole sidewalk. It's like, all right, calm down, relax with your bionic arm, you fucking crazy.
Autobots, full force.
Fucking freak.
That's all I can hear in my head is Autobots.
We just running around calling them Transformers and shit.
Fuck my life.
Transformers. But yeah,
so anything's gonna have former at the end. Like use a transformer, use a bitch former, you a dick former, you a cunt former.
Wow,
the list goes on.
Wow. Okay. On that note, we gotta talk about some Trump talk and some tariff talk because everybody. Check this out. We'll talk about it.
On Friday, the United States Supreme Court ruled that President Trump's policy of imposing sweeping tariffs on the nation's trade partners exceeded his authority as chief executive. Jolene Kent tells us more about the ruling and how it might impact consumers.
It's one of the most significant Supreme Court defeats for a U.S. president in modern history. The justices voted 6-3 to strike down a major part of President Trump's economic policy agenda on Friday.
I'm ashamed of certain members of the court.
The court found that the law that gives presidents the power to regulate imports did not authorize President Trump to impose certain tariffs of up to 50% on some countries like Mexico, Canada, and China.
It's my opinion that the court has been swayed by foreign interests.
President Trump has now hit back with new 15% baseline global import taxes under a different law. The whiplash.
All right, so I'm better with the 15% than the 50%, because ain't nobody want 50%. Now, unmute. Sometimes the video mutes the shit, and we gotta fucking mute it.
Yeah, no.
But you gotta look, he was trying to do 50% tariffs on China, Mexico, and Canada. And that's basically what tariffs are, is to steer us away from doing the business with those countries and buying their products.
Don't we pay the most?
Depending on what country. So you got to look at like stuff in your house where it's made. All right. That's where you're getting it imported from. How
China,
many of us have shit made in China?
Me.
Half of our shit in the house is made in China because we sent all.
I think 90% of my shit's probably made in fucking China. I'll be honest with you.
Right, so I don't want a 50% increase on that shit.
No, that's what I said. Definitely not. No, fuck
until we stop making those same products in America, same price, same quality,
if not better quality.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Because that's the real problem. And speaking of problems, Trump, he just had that loss. And then he been in the news crazy this week. And this just happened today at Mar-A-Lago. Another one bites the dust, apparently. Check it out. We'll talk about it.
27 past with this breaking news. An armed man was shot and killed by Secret Service after unlawfully entering the secure perimeter at Mar-A-Lago early this morning. Officials say the man, who the sheriff has just identified as 21-year-old Austin Tucker Martin, he is from Cameron, North Carolina. He was seen carrying what appeared to be a shotgun and fuel can when he was confronted by federal officers. Let's bring in former FBI supervisor and MS Now national security intelligence analyst Rob D'Amico. Rob, welcome. What are you hearing about this situation? And first of all, how did he get on the property?
Well, he said he somehow got in the perimeter. They don't say how, on the north side, the north gate, and then he was confronted. Now, President Trump's not at the location, so security was not as great as it normally is. But officers responded, agents responded, and gave him the commands. How he got over, I think they're going to have to look at, because if you start reading about him, he was not a person that was trained, that was somehow into tactical things, and he somehow did get in the perimeter. So I think that's going to be an issue.
Yeah, big one, I would think. So the FBI, though, says that no other Secret Service protectees were at Mar-a-Lago at the time. So what might have led to the use of deadly force?
Well, he had a weapon. So when they confronted him, he had a shotgun, supposedly, and a gas can. They ordered him to put both down. He put the gas can down and then supposedly raised the shotgun into a shooting position, which absolutely gives them the authority to use deadly force, even if he didn't raise.
Well, yeah.
Even if he didn't.
Yeah, even if he did it, he's dead anyway. So
I like that. We're gonna stop though. Even
don't
if he
fuck
did
around and find out.
Facts, that part.
That motherfucker went over there with a gas jug and a shotgun. You can't go.
Yo, I don't know if you can see my face expressions behind the camera. I'm like, what?
Yeah, like you can't be doing that, bro. What do you think is gonna happen? You think they're
He had no
gonna give
fucks
you a
given in his
fine?
head.
They're not going to give you a fine. Oh, man. And now
He
this
thought
is,
it was
this is
okay.
where we get to the wild part of the show. I like this because now we're going to talk aliens and dinosaurs. Check this out. We'll talk about it.
Could aliens be out there? Ever since I was a kid, I was fascinated by this. From E.T. to Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And now Steven Spielberg has even directed an expected blockbuster movie coming out in June called Disclosure Day. You're wondering why we're breaking in to talk to you about this on the stream. Could that be happening already? A lot of developments just in the last 10 days. And tonight in a Truth Social post, President Donald Trump now says he will direct the federal government to release any and all government files related to, quote, alien and extraterrestrial life and UFOs. But it was another president who may have renewed interest in this as well. The president's announcements coming just a few days after former President Obama said on a podcast that aliens are real. What? Yeah, take a listen to this clip from the Brian Tyler Cohen podcast.
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in, what is it?
Area 51?
Area 51. There's no...
This caused a fever. Obama later clarified that he saw no evidence of that, and he wrote this on Instagram, quote, I was trying to stick with the spirit of the speed round, but since it's gotten attention, let me clarify. Statistically, the universe is so vast that the odds are good there's life out there. But the distances between solar systems are so great that the chances we've been visited by aliens is low, and I saw no evidence during my presidency that extraterrestrials have made contact with us. Really? Exclamation point. That was what former President Obama said. Now tonight, here it is, President Donald Trump announcing new action. He wrote on Truth Social, I'll read it to you, quote, based on the tremendous interest shown, I will be directing the Secretary of War and other relevant departments and agencies to begin the process of identifying and releasing government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomena, and unidentified flying objects, and any and all other information connected to these highly complex but extremely interesting and important matters. God bless America. And earlier today on Air Force One, the president was asked about Obama's podcast comments.
Well, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. You know?
So aliens are real?
Well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that.
Well,
he made a big mistake. He took it out of classified information. No, I don't have an opinion on it. I never talk about it. A lot of people do. A lot of people believe it.
That was before.
I just saw a UFO, aka a frisbee.
Yo, he just said that Obama said classified information. He's not supposed to say that. He made a big mistake.
They are the fucking aliens. The government is the fucking aliens. I've said this my whole life. As long as you know me, the government is the fucking aliens.
I think the aliens run the government. Like they're above the government. People.
Maybe.
And the politicians
maybe, but
are puppets.
They're still part of the fucking goddamn government.
They're the fucking Illuminati. See, we figured it out.
Facts.
They're the illuminated ones. They got to glow, apparently.
That's crazy, though. He said aliens and dinosaurs.
This is the start of the end, apparently. There's going to be so much shit. We thought it was bad with Diddy, okay? It's so much worse with
No, we thought it was bad with R. Kelly. Then it went to Diddy, and now it just keeps going and going. And whew.
I mean, this ain't even on the topics in the description, but did you see the video with Michael Jordan?
I don't believe that. I think he was trying to get fucking ice out of there. Don't do him like that. Come on, man.
I had a Michael Jordan poster in the studio. I took that shit down.
Yeah, and did you throw all your J's out too? I bet you didn't.
Nah, I don't be rocking J's anymore. I got rid of my J's a long time ago.
You don't wear J's on your feet?
Nah, I'm on Air
Ain't
Max.
Nike Airs J's?
Nah, that's just Nike. Jordan brand is Jordan.
But Nike, there's Air Jordans, I'm saying, right? Fucking the Nike checks, ain't that the same fucking shit?
Nah, Nike makes Jordans, but Nike got its own shit without Jordan. Yeah, they got their own shit without Jordan. So I wear their own shit without Jordan.
I wear Adidas. I buy the Jordans for the kids. You know me, I'm A-dog all day.
Yeah, but we mentioned aliens. Now we got to talk about new dinosaurs. All right. Check this out.
Paleontologists have made a spine-tingling find in the sands of the Sahara Desert, a new species of dinosaur. Now, they've unearthed fossils of a supersized carnivore that lived over 95 million years ago. The team now naming it Spinosaurus mirabilis, Latin for astonishing. The discovery raising as many questions as answers about prehistoric life. And to answer some of those questions, I'm joined by Dr. Paul Sereno, paleontologist at the University of Chicago and a National Geographic explorer. Dr. Sereno, it is a pleasure to have you. Okay, now you called this the expedition of the century. What made this find so special?
Well, it was an extraordinary expedition. Took a big chance to try and get into the heart of the Sahara by collecting together 20 young people that could take 3 months of their lives off and put together a big armed guard, sort of like our Wild West, and go into the middle of nowhere in the hopes of finding something. And we were guaranteed nothing, except that we had been to the site, found a tooth and a couple of jaw fragments. And hours after we arrived, we found that what you're looking at is the crest on the top of the skull of this Spinosaur. And we knew we had a Spinosaur. We didn't know if we'd find a lot more of it, but we did.
Wow.
Yeah, it was immediately apparent to us this was a new species because the crest is like nothing we've seen before on any predatory dinosaur.
So tell us more about this Spinosaur. I got to know, what exactly do we know right now?
Yeah, it's become, through Jurassic Park, it's become the celebrated dinosaur because we don't have any in North America. But in other parts around the old Mediterranean Ocean, which we used to call a Tethys Ocean, these dinosaurs stalked, and now we're finding in the rivers inland stalked fish. And we were able to ferret out some of the great fish catching abilities of this animal by looking at its jaws. And it was we call it a hell heron because I think it was wading into the waters, scaring any kind of competitors away, and very much a display-oriented animal, but capable of just snatching a lot of large fish out of the riverways and the coastal region. And it's like nothing we've ever seen before. It's the size of T-Rex. It's 40 feet long.
Wow, it's huge. Now, this Spinosaur, it differs from some of the other ones you actually studied. So what sets this one apart?
Yeah, I'll just say, this is what they share. They share this kind of tooth that is straight, curved, no serrations. Looks very different than a T-Rex tooth. The original clues to this site I dug out of the library. A French monograph, you see my middle markings there, gave us a...
I'm not talking about the fucking library shit, but new
It's
dinosaur.
a unicorn dinosaur.
Some Spinosaurus shit. And
it had a horn on its head. It's a unicorn dino.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, you got a unicorn dinosaur.
Yes. Hey, I got my highlights back out of nowhere.
Hey, so 2026, does that mean unicorns are real now?
Motherfucker, we knew. Boy, bye. Go.
No, I'm saying like for real.
Unicorns were always for real. They was always real.
All right, well now we got proof. Like bones.
Don't be trying to ruin my fucking dream and my image of my fucking unicorns. And
it came true apparently because
it's
they found you in the Sahara Desert. There's your ancestors. They're from the desert.
Come on, man.
What the fuck?
As soon as I seen that, I seen a horn. I'm like, it's a unicorn dinosaur.
I can't wait to do my wrap up at the end of the year where I talk about all the shit that happened during the year. So far,
and unicorns
shit, the unicorn dinosaur. What the fuck? I gotta talk about the Tony Yayo and Ja Rule Uncle Murder pillow fight.
Oh my god.
Man,
no,
this is pillow fighting. Epstein list got everybody touching kids. This is fucking horrible. There's unicorn dinosaurs. Hey, fucking aliens are real. They're gonna put all the paperwork for this. It's a lot in 1 year. So wait a minute. All the conspiracy theories are all real this year. They're like, hey, guess what? all you tin hat and foil motherfuckers. They're like, you're not crazy. We've been lying. Sorry. Here you go. Fucking aliens, unicorn dinosaurs, and fucking pedophile elites.
Damn. Damn. We look
2026 is coming.
Damn, I feel like I got shot like 9 times. It was like, damn.
All the snow we're getting this year, too. Ain't there a lot of snow this year? Even the weather keeping us dirty.
Yo, you know what's so fucked up, too?
Man.
Why Easter gonna be the day after my fucking birthday? Damn rabbit.
Yeah, that happens.
Fuck my shit all up.
But my thing is this, like, 2026 is a rough year. Real rough year. You got all
2026 just started. How are we a rough year?
How we
you mean 2025 was a rough year?
No, did you not hear what I just fucking said? The fucking Epstein shit with all of these people being exposed. Michael Jordan touching kids' booties. Fucking
stop it. It was ice.
No. I watched the video. I had to watch it twice. Okay. The first time I'm like, nah, that's AI. And then the second time I seen that shit on the news. And I'm like, no, that's on the news. Like that was live.
Well, send me the video you've seen, because the one I seen I don't know, it didn't look right.
He squeezed the kid's butt cheek like 4 or 5 times.
It didn't even look like you're squeezing it.
Yeah, he squeezed his butt cheek and then like fucking.
Boy, bye.
And I was like, no, stop it. Nope. So next time I was in the studio, I took that Michael Jordan poster down. Threw that shit in the trash. Sorry, no.
Yeah, you gotta send that to me, because the one I seen didn't look what you're saying. What you seen is not what I seen.
Hold on, let me pull that up. I could pull that up right now.
Because what I seen was maybe it was the AI one, or it was blurry, and he was just like, and they was talking about there was ice and shit. Like he had ice and it's like he was trying to get it out.
The excuse that they saying. I don't know.
But I didn't see him like grabbing and like I didn't see him doing and touching his leg. I didn't see none of that. Because I ain't gonna lie, I got boys too, and there's ways that you gotta like, come on, kid, like. Get your shit get that out of there type shit. My kids be at the beach with sand. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? But if you're saying that he's fondling his balls and doing some crazy shit, that's fucking weird.
Nothing about his balls. Relax.
No, you're saying his ass. He was tapping the kid's ass. That's all I seen. Yeah. Like he was tapping, like tying out. You know what I mean?
I'm finding this video, bro.
I'm not sticking up for the dude because you know me. I'm against that shit. But me as being a mom of boys, like I got 3 kids, you know what I mean? They're all boys. Like, I know how it is when they had snow or sand in their ass, or you know what I'm saying? You try to like smack it out type shit. And it's not like the kid was like 14, 15, 16 years old. He was not a little kid, but he was like what, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7.
Yeah. So we're gonna get.
Who's laughing at me? Go be Ryan. Stop laughing at me. No, laughing at me. Let me see.
Nah, yo.
And the shit's glitching, so wait. Hold on. Where it looks like he's pinching, that's not even where that kid's ass is. That's his t-shirt he was pinching, first off. Look, his t-shirt. That was his t-shirt the way it's tucked into his shorts. That's what he was pinching. I think he was trying to pull the ice that was in his shirt out.
Yeah. I don't know. I still ain't rocking with it.
Did you hear what I said?
I still ain't rocking with it. I heard what you said.
Yeah, because it was like he was pinched. Because if you look, he does have it tucked in. So it looked like he was like trying to pinch it to come out.
Yeah,
type shit. I don't know. I didn't.
Listen, if that's your own.
I mean, if that's not his kid, does he have the right to do that? Absolutely not, because you shouldn't touch nobody's kid that's not yours.
Right.
So you're wrong for that.
That's not his kid. That's not his grandkid. That's not like.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So he's wrong at that part. But how I see it, it looks like the t-shirt's kind of tucked in, and he was kind of like trying to pull the without.
Listen,
You know what I mean?
I'm telling you from a grown man, right? What he should have did, if that was the case, would tap that kid's father. Hey, yo, your kid, this.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're absolutely
don't
right.
go do that shit. You touching my
So
kid?
either way, he is wrong for doing it. He is wrong for doing it, but I don't think it's as bad as what people are saying it is. I don't think it is what people are saying it is at all. But he is wrong for touching a child that does not belong to him. He is 100%.
I think at this point in time, we just want people to go down for some fuck shit because we see so much fuck shit going around and nobody going down. Like,
yeah, I don't believe. I'll be honest though. I don't believe it's that.
Anything that suspect, any move, like 2025.
We're gonna go full force with it because motherfuckers never believed when people did speak out. When you know what I mean?
2025, Cat Williams said all lies will be exposed. 2026,
he was right.
All feet will be held to the fire. Everybody will be like, held to their shit. So
Cat Williams never lied.
This gonna be a wild year. But what's going on? There's some good shit right now. We gotta get to some good news before we wrap this up. Team USA in the Olympics did this while winning the Olympic gold. Check it out. We'll talk about
American hockey players honor the late NHL star by celebrating Olympic gold with Johnny Gaudreau's children. After their victory, Gaudreau's children, Noah and Johnny Jr., were brought on the ice by Zach Werenski and Dylan Larkin for the team photo. As Team USA celebrated their Olympic victory, they couldn't help but think about Johnny Gaudreau after defeating rival Canada to win gold at the 2026 Winter Olympics on Sunday, February 22nd. The players made a point to include the late NHL legend in the celebrations. Gaudreau's son Johnny Jr., 2, and daughter Noah, 3, were brought over by defenseman Zach Werenski and forward Dylan Larkin as the team posed for pictures on the ice with their medals. Werenski held a smiling Noah, and Larkin grinned with Johnny Jr., who turned 2 on Sunday while holding up Gaudreau's number 13 jersey. Together with his parents, Jane and Guy Gaudreau, Gaudreau's wife, Meredith, took the children to the game. After Jack Hughes' overtime victory for Team USA, Guy was observed sobbing. Johnny was supposed to make the U.S. Olympic team, a long-standing desire, but he and his brother Matthew, 29, were slain by an alleged drunk driver the night before their sister's wedding in August 2024, and Johnny died at the age of 31. After the game, Werenski, a former colleague of Johnny's on the Columbus Blue Jackets, told media, including People, that winning and having the opportunity to memorialize Johnny was emotional. It was a positive feeling. The feelings were joyous. John would have been present, and to have his jersey visible to all of the spectators and fans in the audience was his family. I mean, it was amazing when we brought his children out on the ice for photo. I believe we succeeded in making Dad proud, which was our goal. It's pretty emotional to get his kids on the ice for that team picture, added defenseman Jake Sanderson, who played with Johnny for Team USA in the World Championships. He and his family deserve this victory. The late NHL star's family sent a statement about the significance of this year's games to them and to Johnny's memory.
I think that's dope what they did for Johnny Gaudreau. I mean, unfortunately, RIP. And
Mad young.
Yeah. I mean, he would have been
mad.
Would have been in the Olympics. He would have been there. You know what I mean? So they won the gold, honored him, had his family there, his kid. I mean, that's respectable. That's good shit. I mean, that's a good way to paint America to the world on a world stage. I mean,
for a good thing.
They did the right thing on that one. And us beating Canada in hockey, how
good
about
shit.
that shit? I mean,
yeah, good shit. I didn't even know you heard me. I said, "Oh, we won."
No, that tells you that fucking 2026 is gonna be a fucking crazy year. We beat Canada in hockey. That unicorn dinosaurs. Aliens are
my
real.
unicorn.
Aliens are real. Elite pedophile ring. And then Tony Ayo and Uncle Murder having a pillow fight with Ja Rule.
The fucking pillow fight. What is up with that? What the fuck?
They was on a plane and had a pillow fight. You didn't see the video? Ja Rule threw a pillow at them.
No, I heard about it, but I thought y'all was just talking shit like they're supposed to battle and y'all calling it pillow
Nah,
fight.
they
That's
was
what I
on
thought
a
it was.
plane together. Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder sitting right behind Ja Rule. So they kicking
And
the
they're pillow
seat.
fighting.
Yeah, well, they kicking the seat, they talking shit, right? So Ja Rule turn around and throw a pillow at them. And then start talking reckless on the plane. So they didn't even take off. They took Ja Rule off the plane and told him to get on another flight. And then Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder kept the pillow. Tony Yayo got a video. He was like, yo, this is the pillow Ja Rule threw at me.
Yo, man, listen, that's crazy. Really?
Yeah.
That's fucking nutty.
Know what else is nutty? 50 Cent just bought Jim Jones' podcasting building.
I didn't know that. Is it true that him and T.I.'s gonna do verses? Is that true?
I don't know how true that's gonna be, but
because I don't know who I can go with. Because I love me 50. He a troll and a half, but I love T.I. T.I. a beast.
It all depends on the matchup and the lineup of the songs, how they line it up.
I said the same thing too. Yeah.
If they don't line it up right, then certain songs won't hit like they supposed to.
Exactly.
But speaking of songs hitting like they supposed to, we about to wrap it up real quick. But before we do, Flea, tell people what's up. Tell people where to find you and what you up to and what you got going on in the world.
Where to find me? Y'all can find me at Felicity Angelica, Felicity's Treasure Hunt. You already know. First Lady of Boom Squad, Bar Talk. You already know. Find me on Street Magic Entertainment. Already know. Other than that, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I believe it's all Felicity Angelica. If it's not Felicity Angelica, it is Felice Angelica. So drop the ITA and put an ES Angelica. There you go.
Word. And right now, this is fitting. We about to have a blizzard here in the Northeast. They saying 50 to 75 mile per hour winds. That's why
I thought you was gonna say fucking inches.
That's why it's your boy Fifth isn't here with us. Know what I mean? He getting ready for the snowstorm so he can go plow the street.
Stop lying. He's in my pocket. Chubby's always in my pocket. He'll tell you that. Guys, Chubby's in my pocket.
That's a you guys situation. I don't know nothing about that agreement.
Yeah, Chubby, when he's not around, he told me to tell his bitches when he ain't around to let them know that he's in my pocket.
Got you. It's interesting.
Yes. I thought you knew that.
I didn't, but now I do. You learn something new every day.
I guess.
Anyways, so he out getting ready to keep the street safe. In Fall River, Massachusetts, where we're located at, there is a driving ban and a parking ban. So that just means park your car, fucking, and don't go nowhere.
12 a.m. to 12 p.m. You got to stay off the road unless you're essential
worker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're expecting 18 to 24 inches. Expecting at least over a foot for all of Rhode Island, most of southeastern Massachusetts, the Boston area, and Connecticut. So everybody, if you are out about, drive safe, be good, fucking stay in the house, find something to pass the time, check on your neighbors. And
clean your house, dust your walls, vacuum your floors. It's the time to clean your house. What the fuck you want to be out in the snow for? What the fuck?
For real. And I mean, just take a shower. Some of y'all need to
that part.
shower.
And brush your teeth.
So now that y'all stuck in the house, y'all can take a shower.
Do your laundry. Yeah, do your laundry.
For real.
Yeah.
And if y'all looking for snow removal, I mean, again, you can contact my bro Nate over there. I mean, that's his info. And yeah, everybody just be good, be safe. We're going to wrap this up with how everybody's going to be feeling in this snowstorm. And this is Winter Blues off my Midnight Prophet EP.
I'm off this, yo. I love y'all. I'm off this rider, gang.
Peace.
I'll hit you up. How do I get out?
All-nighter. Street meds. Yeah. Cold nights got me thinking about the way things change. Snowfall on the window while I fight this pain. Heart froze like the city in the deep blue haze. Trying to find a little light in these darker days. Yeah, the winter blues. Yeah, these winter blues. What am I gonna do? What I gotta do? Yeah, the winter blues. Yeah, these winter blues. What am I gonna do? What I gotta do? Yo, I've been doing this since 98. Step up to me, I just annihilate. I rep 508, even though they all hate. I know why, it's cause I got a bigger plate. Hate, it just gas up the engine. Gives me more fuel every time I'm not mentioned. Heart froze like the city in a deep blue haze. Trying to find a little light in these darker days. Yeah, the winter blues. Yeah, these winter blues. What am I gonna do? What I gotta do? Yeah, these winter blues. Yeah, these winter blues. What am I gonna do? What I gotta do? February 28th, it's going down. Pit Boys and Low Life Music Group present Meet the Plugs. Cypher Sick, King Hansa, Bay Holla, and music by DJ Shy Bliss. Special guest, Pink Cypher Volume 1 and 2. Day event at the Bar 10, after party at My Radio Chicago. Performances by the Plugs and Keisha Cash, Brady Bonnie, B. Lynn, AJ Slay, Molly Baby, British Monroe, T Baby Hot, Tati, Queen Prophecy, and Rock You By Baby. Again, day event at the Bar 10, 3 to 8 p.m. After party at My Radio Chicago, 9 p.m., 2 a.m. This is in Chicago, Illinois. Make sure you are in the building. Again, Saturday, February 28th, Pit Boys and Low Life Music Group present